In just 10 minutes, get the biggest insights from Palmer Luckey's explosive 4-hour interview on The Shawn Ryan Show, posted on the 15th of February, 2025. From AI-powered weapons to super soldiers and China's tech dominance, this episode reveals the future of warfare. Stay till the end. You won't believe what Luckey says about the military's biggest mistake. Here are the key takeaways from the podcast. Takeaway 1. The military needs to take more risks. The U.S. military has become too risk-averse when adopting new technologies. Bureaucrats fear making bold decisions, and as a result, groundbreaking innovations often struggle to get military contracts. Instead of supporting small innovators, the system favors established defense giants like Lockheed Martin and Boeing. Palmer Luckey could not have started his defense company Anduril without first making billions from Oculus, which he sees as an indictment of the system. Historically, the U.S. was great at finding and funding innovators, like Samuel Colt, whose revolver went from a wagon workshop to arming the entire Western world. The military should be able to take calculated risks on new companies, rather than waiting until they've already made billions elsewhere. For example, if the U.S. had this system during World War II, Colt might never have gotten his revolver into the hands of soldiers, and history would have played out differently. Do you think the military should take bigger risks on new technology? Let us know in the comments. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. AI is changing warfare. Artificial intelligence is now playing a major role in military operations, with AI-powered drones, autonomous jets, and missile systems becoming increasingly common. Anduril's AI, called Lattice, acts as the brain behind multiple military technologies. AI-powered jets are being developed to fly alongside human pilots, providing advanced support in combat. Unlike Skynet from the Terminator, these systems are designed to assist, not take control of nuclear weapons. AI also helps in non-combat scenarios, such as detecting enemy movements or predicting attack patterns. For example, autonomous submarines can detect threats underwater and react faster than any human crew. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3. China's tech influence is a big problem. China has strategically positioned itself as a tech superpower, and for years, U.S. companies were more interested in working with China than supporting the American military. Google once worked on Project Dragonfly, a censored search engine for China, but refused to help the U.S. military with AI. Big tech companies only started shifting back to supporting America when they realized China wasn't going to let them profit from its market. China has been using American technology while restricting U.S. companies from fully operating there. Palmer Luckey believes the U.S. should exploit this mistake and push American tech companies to deepen their military involvement. For example, if IBM and General Motors had refused to work with the U.S. during World War II and instead partnered with Nazi Germany, history would have looked very different. Should U.S. tech companies be required to support the military? Share your thoughts. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4. Super soldiers are becoming real. The IVAS, or Integrated Visual Augmentation System program, is aiming to give soldiers superhuman capabilities. Soldiers will have augmented reality helmets that allow them to see at night, detect enemy positions, and get real-time battle updates. The system integrates data from drones, satellites, and sensors to create a God's eye view of the battlefield. This kind of technology has been imagined in science fiction for decades, but it is now becoming real. The goal is to make soldiers more effective, safer, and better informed in combat. For example, a soldier could see through fog and darkness while knowing exactly where friendly and enemy forces are, just like a character in a video game. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5. Performance-enhancing drugs in the military. There is an ongoing debate about whether soldiers should be allowed to use performance-enhancing drugs, or PEDs, to improve combat effectiveness. Many elite soldiers already use PEDs secretly, but without medical oversight. If done correctly, PEDs could make soldiers stronger, faster, and more resilient. The issue is that current policies force them to do it in secret, which leads to unsafe usage. Palmer Luckey argues that it would be safer if the military monitored PED use instead of banning it outright. For example, Olympic athletes have strict guidelines for PED use, while soldiers, whose lives depend on physical performance, are not given the same consideration. We're halfway through the video. Thank you for sticking with us this far. If you're enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to comment below. To see more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Tech companies are finally waking up. After years of avoiding military contracts, major U.S. tech companies are now re-engaging with the defense sector. Companies like Google, Meta, and Microsoft are now working on military AI projects. YouTube even banned Anduril's account for years because it was promoting harm, despite being a defense company. Luckey believes the U.S. should welcome these companies back, rather than punishing them for their past mistakes. The goal is to make sure America, not China, leads in military technology. For example, if NASA had refused to work with tech companies in the 1960s, the U.S. might never have landed on the moon. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. The future of warfare is automation. Modern wars will be fought more with autonomous systems than with human soldiers. AI-powered fighter jets will handle high-risk missions without putting pilots in danger. Automated submarines will patrol enemy waters without risking human crews. Drone technology is evolving to replace traditional combat roles. The military is investing heavily in robotics to reduce casualties. For example, the U.S. already uses AI-powered missile defense systems that can detect and neutralize threats faster than human operators. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8. The U.S. needs to steal talent from China. One of Luckey's more controversial ideas is the use of defector visas to lure top talent away from China and other adversarial nations. The U.S. used to recruit top Soviet scientists during the Cold War. China has many engineers and scientists who would prefer to work in America if given the chance. Offering special visas to these experts would weaken China's capabilities while strengthening the U.S. This kind of targeted immigration could help the U.S. maintain its technological lead. For example, if the U.S. had not recruited former Nazi scientists after World War II, the Soviet Union might have beaten America in the space race. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Bureaucracy is slowing down innovation. The current defense procurement system makes it extremely difficult for small, innovative companies to break into the industry. The government tends to favor large, slow-moving corporations. Many contracts go to the same companies year after year, regardless of performance. Luckey believes that opening up the process would allow faster and cheaper solutions. If the U.S. doesn't modernize, other countries will take the lead in military technology. For example, SpaceX was able to revolutionize space travel because NASA opened the door to private companies instead of relying only on Boeing and Lockheed Martin. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. The U.S. must stay ahead in AI warfare. Luckey warns that if America falls behind in AI-driven warfare, the consequences could be disastrous. China and Russia are investing heavily in military AI. AI-controlled defense systems can react faster than human operators. The U.S. must ensure that AI remains an asset rather than a liability. Keeping AI innovation under American control is essential for national security. For example, AI-powered missile defense systems already make it possible to intercept hypersonic threats, something that would be impossible with human operators alone. Here is a brief introduction about Palmer Luckey. Palmer Luckey is an entrepreneur and innovator best known for founding Oculus VR and Anduril Industries. In 2012, he launched Oculus VR and developed the Oculus Rift, a groundbreaking virtual reality headset that redefined a wide array of industries. The company was acquired by Facebook in 2014 for $2 billion, where Luckey subsequently worked until 2017. Following his departure, he founded Anduril Industries, a defense technology company specializing in autonomous systems, including drones, surveillance towers, and aircraft. Anduril has secured major contracts with the U.S. Department of Defense and international allies. The company has raised significant funding, including $1.5 billion in 2022, valuing it at $8.5 billion. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this summary of the Shawn Ryan Show with Palmer Luckey informative. If you're interested in learning more about these topics, I encourage you to watch the full podcast on YouTube by clicking on the link in the description below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like below and share this video in your WhatsApp groups. You can also discuss about this video by commenting below. To get more such videos in your timeline, press the subscribe button below.